today. From the Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And we get a look at Jameis Winston, ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A running play on first down will give 4 up to the 29. Now a 2nd down and 6. Play fake. Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 68 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To throw is Winston. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sight set on another big game right here.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 25 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Still 9 remaining on second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fournette, touchdown, Buccaneers. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Winston. Quick slant here to Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Winston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay first. Fournette on the counter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On 2nd down now. Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Sam Darnold, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Austin Eckler with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Brady going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Taken down by Pete Werner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Here's a give to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
The quick slant caught. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point put through by Succum, and the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And
Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. To throw, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing, Winston. It's caught, Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. To return is Jadon Mickens. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Following the interception, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Winston now. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jameis now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston's throw complete there to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jameizin Winston with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Brady. To Evans on the slant. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Brady to throw. The quick slant caught. 1st down Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Brady. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.